Whoa. What's up, everybody? Yeah, I got the glasses on today. The glasses are on. You know what that means? That means I want to look like a fucking douchebag right now. And I want you guys to be like, why is this douchebag wearing sunglasses inside a building with lights on? He looks like a douchebag. Because that's the role I want to play today for you. Did I stutter? Did I stutter? You heard that before. Have you said that before? Did I stutter? That's right. Did I stutter? Have you said that before? Did I stutter? Well, did I stutter? That's my question. It's my question to you. That's my question to everybody. Did I stutter? And what are we talking about? We're fucking talking about people who just don't do the right thing the first time or the second time. Fuck. Come on, people. The third time, right? You don't have it by, you didn't get it by now. Did I stutter, motherfucker? You don't fucking park there. You don't put your shit there. You don't do that. You don't say that. Did I stutter? Like a second time? A second time? Fuck. Second time deserves a slap. Not that we condone such things, but it deserves it. A third time, woo. Third time, that's over the edge. So when I say did I stutter, the concept of this was really just talking to you guys about having to do shit things 2 or 3 times. I used to call it rolling up the hose. What's rolling up the hose? I used to bust my ass as a kid, working fucking hard. This landscaping job and all these dickheads I worked with, you'd be, irrigating fields or spraying shit down because you had to pull rocks or fucking, dig through the top tiers. And you got to soften shit up or whatever. These dumb motherfuckers, they would fucking pull the hose out, these fucking massive, like 100-foot, 200-foot hoses. They roll the fucking hose out. They do what the fuck they have to do. They go fucking smoke a joint or fucking hit a line or whatever the fuck they were doing, sneak a fucking shot. And then they would just leave the hose. They get done. They shut it off, shut it off, and leave the fucking hose there. And then they just go about the business of fucking working, doing their shit. Like the hose there. And I'd be like, yo, fucking roll up the fucking hose. It's in your way. People are stepping on. It's getting dirty and fucked and twisted and cracked. And you got to fucking move it a second, a third, a fifth time. Roll the fucking hose up. Take care of your shit, man. These motherfuckers are always too lazy. And of course, their job, their section, their part would always take fucking longer to do. Usually the hose that they use would be fucking beat up or fucking rolled up or dirty. You can't fucking roll that back in the fucking line. Like clean the and then you have to clean the fucking hose. Are you kidding me? Use the hose to clean the hose. Dumb dicks. But anyway, you can do this in your house, right? You water your lawn, you do your thing. When you're done with the fucking hose, you roll it up. Like, did I stutter? It's like a second time. Do we need to go through this a second time? You might do it the first time and fuck it up like a dickhead, like we all do. We're all dickheads at first, typically. And then we go, oh, well, that was a lot harder than I thought it would be, than it should have been. Let me adopt a new behavior pattern to make sure that doesn't happen again. Maybe something unforeseen might happen, but I'm doing everything within my knowledge base to just make things a little easier. Did I stutter? That's the point of this. How are these glasses doing? Am I looking like, do I look like a dickhead right now? That's the role. That's the goal. In the sunshine, beautiful 110 degrees in fucking bright and shiny Las Vegas. Like fucking 80,000 fluorescent lights fucking booming down on me. But did I stutter? That's what I wanted to talk to you guys about and bring it to your attention. Like it or not, I don't know, but don't do the same shit twice. Figure it out, people. Roll up that fucking hose the first time. Be more efficient. Get more shit done. Take the stress off. Allow more free time for yourself. Jocko Willink says discipline equals freedom. That's what this is. Just handle your fucking shit the first time so you don't have to mediate the damages and then handle the shit, which always happens. And the damages typically get worse and worse. Shit rolls downhill, right? That's the fucking truth. So just get out of your own way. Stop standing on your own goddamn dick. It's starting to fucking throb and look mangled. You can't use that motherfucker anymore. Did I stutter? Get your shit straight, motherfucker. Did I stutter? Answer some questions here real quick. Alex, hey, what's up, Alex? Good to see you. Seth, SoCal Seth. Dolce, what's up? Did you finally get that hot sauce recipe? Seth, I haven't opened up anything. We've been a little swamped here, my brother. I will definitely hop onto it. Thank you, thank you, thank you very much. I'll get there. Um, Tony, yo, Dolce, how's it going? Life is good, baby. Future's so bright. I am wearing shades. Get my little, my dark love here. Mm-mm-mm. Love that espresso. Yes. Hey, Mike, 12 days and 12 and a half pounds down, turning the corner on 3 weeks to shredded. Boom. Joey Oliveria is following the online program at thedolcediet.com. He's 12 days in and 12.5 pounds down. 3 weeks to shredded is the most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised, as proven by the world's greatest athletes. Time and time and time and time and time again, average people like me, like you, that aren't fighting for UFC world titles are having the same type of results following the same exact program, using our intellectual property amassed over the last 20 years in working with the world's greatest athletes, and communicated to you guys through the most sophisticated software system of its kind at thedolcediet.com. It's on your laptop, it's on your tablet, it's on your mobile phone, everywhere you go. And we have a new app that's coming out soon to support the program. Joey's down 12 and a half pounds in 12 days, crushing our 1 pound per day goal on 3 weeks to shredded, losing 21 pounds in 21 days if you have that to lose. Joey's down 12 pounds in 12 and a half days. I love it. You guys can go to thedolcediet.com right now if you want to join the 4 or 12-week program, and you can start your own journey. Mark Healy, hey, Dolce, great work. Mark, I appreciate that, my brother. Facts. Is Lyoto's urine diet beneficial? No, it's not. No, Lord, no. No. Hey, Dolce, is a fun question. I appreciate the fun question, by the way. Hot dog, is ketchup okay to use on my meals? It is. I use a little bit of ketchup from time to time also, but diligence, a little bit goes a long way. Usually I'll put like a little dollop on the side of the plate. I'll just touch the fork to it, take my bite, and it's perfect. You don't have to overdo it. You're wearing shades indoors cause your future is too bright. Seth, that's the truth, my man. I was just fucking around. It's boring here. I'm all alone. I'm all alone in the studio, producing, content creator, stylist. And I was like, well, fuck. If I'm gonna be the stylist, I might as well put on some shades today and look like a bigger douchebag than I already am. Wait, what? You're Christian Marshall. Is Trader Joe's acceptable to shop for food? Absolutely. We typically shop at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, Sprouts, Smith's, Albertsons. Those are the main markets here. We go to farmers markets. We use Amazon Prime. We use it all. So it really depends on what's the good, kind of area. Trader Joe's, I've been less happy with. We typically use Whole Foods and Sprouts. Sprouts does a really good job on lower prices for the same quality organic produce. Whole Foods has better cuts of higher quality meats for what you would expect to pay. Albertsons and Smith's type stores are good for general, oat brands and seeds and nuts and things like that. And then kind of the quick run of like the Wednesday run of produce and such. So that's what we do. We bounce around a little bit though. You know your area. You develop your routine. Tony, your future is even brighter than that shiny head. Ooh, I like it. I like it. I like it. I respect. Victor Souza, hey, Dolce, what's up? I can only work out at 7 a.m. every day. What's the best program for losing body fat? Victor, go to thedolcediet.com. Start the 3 weeks to shredded program. You actually get 4 weeks. It's one bonus week. Follow the 3 weeks to shredded program. That's it. Follow 3 weeks to shredded. It gives you the first 4 fucking weeks. Watch how rapidly your body changes. Who was it up above? Joey Oliveira is down 12 pounds in 12 and a half days. He's turning the corner on 3 weeks to shredded right now. He's just about halfway in. And now things are really pumping and going. He's 12 pounds down in 12 days. So my suggestion to you, Victor, would be to check that out. It works. I mean, or just follow the principles of what we always say, right? You don't have to buy anything. I don't care, but it's there if you want to follow a structured, tailored, personalized program that gives you everything that you need.
But really, I mean, come on, eat real food in wide variety, fresh, organic, natural, no pollutants, no processing, no synthetic chemicals. Eat with great variety within categories. Have blueberries and strawberries and blackberries and raisins and fresh peaches. I mean, summertime, black cherries, my goodness. Have a little bit of that, but don't be a glutton. Have a half a cup or a cup, especially after a meal, or maybe post workout or something like that, as part of a meal, the finish to a meal, dessert even. Sprinkle some berries over a plain whole milk Greek yogurt, like 4 ounces, with 1 cup of berries. Blend that, freeze the berries, blend that up, turn it into an ice cream. That's what we do. So to answer your question, this is one way to look at it. This is one way to approach it, and this is one way to live the life. So you can go to our program and have everything detailed, or you can just start making better decisions and then use your own practical trial and error. But stop doing what you're doing right now, is the poisoning. Do no harm. Do no harm is rule number one. Stop poisoning yourself, guys and girls. That's always, stop poisoning yourself. If you want to follow the most successful healthy weight loss program ever devised, well, by all means, go to the dolcediet.com and join the 4 12-week plan. But fuck, just stop poisoning yourself first. Please, please, geez. Werber, hey Mike, I'm following the 3 weeks to shredded book version, not losing as much body fat. Would I benefit more from the online program? Werber, you would. The Now, 3 weeks of shredded, the book first came out in 2007, was revised in 2014, and was an international bestseller, #1 in 5 different countries, and continues to just fucking pump copy. That's because it works so well. Comparing it to the online program, you will see some differences because the book itself is a book. It's a 2D object, essentially. It gives you the principles, the concepts, a meal plan, but you have to make some adjustments and calculations on your own. The online program gives you everything, a completely personalized, tailored experience exactly for you as you are, because we have the ability through software and our rule engine and our algorithms to build you the specific best possible program for you. That's the online program. They're both awesome. And what we say is take your time, stage in, see what you need first and foremost. Do what you need. If you want it like immediately, and it's the fucking price is awesome, and it works. I mean, shit, 12 and a half pounds in 12 days. That's just one of so many different testimonials, if you will, or just feedback from real people. Look at these people, search the people, go through Instagram and Twitter and everywhere else. It's real people making these results. There's no bullshit here. That's one. That's that. Just so that's what I would say. I don't want to like upsell you to it, but it's fucking awesome. It's amazing. And if you're struggling a little bit, that maybe you just need the exact system built for you, prescribed exactly to you. But Seth, if not, I'll bring you that recipe when I come to Vegas. Seth, that sounds awesome, my man. Looking forward to it. Yeah, I'll pull it up. I'm sorry. It's been crazy. We got lots of content deadlines here lately. Lots of content deadlines, plus the DDCs coming up, and we have lots of different athletes and individuals in town that we're running through the days. Excuse me. Amazon Prime. Yep, Amazon Prime, Christian. It's awesome. Rounders, he really enjoy your content question. Should I pay the extra money for free range eggs? We do. I can't tell you what to do. We say do as much as you can with what you currently have. But yeah, in an ideal world, you're raising your own chicken and they're laying their own eggs. In an ideal world, that's what you do. I think Joe Rogan does that. Johnny Hendricks does that. Ronda Rousey does that. Lots of people do that. I wish I could do that here in Las Vegas. I would kill the chickens. It's like 115 degrees here today. So this isn't the spot for it. Some zoning regulations don't allow it, but that's ideal. The farther you get from that, well, the less the quality of food is. So ultimately, yeah, it's like, should I get wild caught salmon or should I get farm raised, frozen salmon? Well, you should get the wild caught, eat it today salmon. Um, Thank you. Rounder, you got it. Herb, any updates on your Dolce Whey Pro? Yes, it is coming soon. Cold process, cross flow, micro filtered, zero carbohydrate, zero sugar, lactose friendly, non GMO from Irish grass fed cows. Who the fuck is that? That's a shitty Irish accent. But yeah, it's coming soon. We're a few weeks away. How about organic sugar? Nope. Sorry. No need for processed sugar. Just eat fresh fruit. Victor, thanks for the information and your time, brother. By the way, I eat plant-based and some seafood wild caught from the time I was talking about a workout program. Victor, that's exactly it. I love that. Primarily plant-based with a little bit of animal proteins based upon your activity and personal body type and goals. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. That's the ideal way to go. Ideal way to go. Derek Lewis versus Francis Ngannou, both tall and explosive, but one is not fat. Does Francis have the edge in your mind? Christian, I would say no. I would say no. Francis Ngannou had showed a serious problem with his conditioning. Serious problem fueling those muscles. In a perfect world, yeah, Francis should be the better prepared athlete. So there could be something with, in my opinion, I don't know Francis very well. We've had one nice conversation. He has something most likely very wrong with his nutrition, with his intake, in that his body does not have the essential nutrients to fuel a prolonged output that his body type needs because he ran out of gas. Now, that can happen in a few different ways. Maybe he was ready to go, but he had an adrenaline issue. I can't say that because he's performed extremely well in many other high level fights. So I don't say it's an adrenaline stage fright, if you will, issue. Not that he's scared, but there is a physiological response sometimes to high stress situations that will make you, quote, gas out even when you're in great shape. I don't think that's, so we'll remove that. So I'll have to say, I believe it's a fueling issue and could be a training modality issue. And for whatever reason, his body's just not trained to go through that type of highly complex use of energy systems with certain types of muscular output. That's kind of me as a taking the 30,000 square foot view. Where Derek Lewis, we've seen him fucking fight wars. Derek Lewis, man, he's got a solid 3 rounds in him, and I'd say gets a little sloppy midway through, but he's a big old slugger, big old boy. Ooh, I don't want Derek Lewis throwing some sloppy punches at me. Fuck. Because now those things are being heaved at you with bad intentions and just enough looseness in the form to make it unpredictable. We always say the gym spaz. Fight him like the gym spaz. Fight him like the gym spaz. That means when you're fighting, and it's when you're used to, jab, cross, hook, body shot, uppercut, cross. When you're used to traditional combinations, it becomes easier to predict because of muscle memory. You're doing Dutch drills, Holland drills. You're working BMT with all your teammates, and you know the responses. When you get the gym spaz, when they throw jab, cross, and instead of another jab, they throw another cross. Like, you're not supposed to do that, but bip, fucker hit me in the nose, in the eye, split my lip. Fuck, I can't see. Fuck. And throw some stupid spaz kick at my pelvis, and it lands, and fuck. Now I'm kind of like hurt a little on the side, and like I can't shake that bone bruise out. The gym spaz. Not that Derek Lewis is that. Blah, blah, blah. That's not what I'm saying at all. He's the beast, the black beast. So what I'm saying is Derek Lewis, if he can survive against the initial onslaught of Ngannou, and nothing has been updated since their last training camp, their last couple fights, that's the longer the fight goes, I would have to lean towards Derek Lewis on that. I would have to. But. Oh, lots of questions. Seth, it's all good, man. Right on. Hustle, Seth. 107. Yep. Rounder. So regular eggs are fine then. I didn't say that. I said we are evolving towards. It's like saying a white belt is fine at jiu-jitsu. Yeah, they're fine, but a black belt is better, right? It's fine. You're there, but a black belt is better. So just start upgrading the belt level of your food quality. So I can't say don't eat. Increase the food quality as we go. France loves you. Best nutritionist in the game, says Galaxy Supernova. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Working hard for you guys. The most honest man in fitness right here talking to you guys with my douchebag sunglasses on because that's the way we're rolling on this fucking Friday. It's Sunglass Friday, ladies and gentlemen. Sunglass Friday. Tony Shades, what do you think of George Lockhart and his work? Well, I'm going to give the polite answer to that. It's hard to be polite. I believe there's a lot of smoke and mirrors. Now, I'm not saying anything personal right now, though I believe I could. I have a platform that I certainly could, and more than enough reason, let me know. But I believe it's a lot of smoke and mirrors in that many of George's athletes and the athletes of his team have missed weight, and they've missed weight severely, and they've been hospitalized, and the term almost died has been used on multiple occasions. Medical issues has been used on multiple occasions with he and his athletes. That being said, I do not believe he and his team are legitimate weight management experts. They are not. They are not legitimate, legitimately experienced in what is known as medical nutrition therapy. They absolutely are not. And that's what should mandate any practical approach to weight management for combat sports. I think they're good food prep guys. And that's okay. And this is the problem. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being a good food prep guy. And I got to tell you, there's probably more money in being a food prep guy, but not in a weight management expert, because they've had so many athletes miss weight, legitimately miss weight, and be pulled from cards due to medical issues. Many, and do your own research. I'm not going to take the time to throw it out there. Do your own research. That being said, that's my opinion. And I'm not saying anything bad about the person. And I'm not saying anything good, because I'm reserving my right to stay neutral on the personal. But from a professional, they've had many athletes miss weight and be pulled from cards due to health issues and medical issues. And that's well documented. And so I'm not saying anything out of turn. This is not an opinion. It's the truth. Their meals look good. I'm sure their meals are tasty, but I would not trust them also to script the menu program, because they do not have the experience or the background to prescribe medical nutrition therapy. And that's what this is, medical nutrition therapy. They do not have the scope of practice to provide that service to their athletes. And this is what mandates what the athletes are going through, their client. It's what mandates medical nutrition therapy. Most people don't understand it. Those that do know exactly what I'm talking about. Those that don't are not qualified to be in the conversation. That's the truth of it. I think that's what I have to say. Irish cows, can they pass a breathalyzer? I'm sure not, but they're bad motherfuckers. David, my dad got a 90% on his lung test yesterday. David, I'm assuming 90% is good, right? We want 100%, but I'm assuming 90% is a dramatic improvement. Those of you who are just joining, David is a longstanding member of his community, and his father just had a double lung replacement in his late 60s, I believe, which is typically not a candidate. But because his father was so healthy, and David credited the DOLCE diet system, because his father had been following the DOLCE diet and was such a healthy candidate, he was actually approved to receive a double lung transplant at a stage in life that most transplant recipients are just simply not considered, unfortunately. So very happy to hear. And it sounds like he's doing extremely well, David, moving forward. So we're all thinking about you, my friend. And we take no credit here. It's David for being just the loving son and helping walk the journey with his dad. It's his dad for living a lifestyle conducive to being health. And what we talk about, guys and girls, we're a longevity company. Before anything else, we are a longevity company. We use the short-term, narcissistic, cosmetic, physical, body and winning, your MMA fight or whatever competition and getting the money and the girls and the fame. We just use that as the Trojan horse to teach you guys to eat well and eat healthy for the rest of your life. So, David, I'm happy to hear that you guys are crushing it, and tell Dad hi. David and David, did you send me? I asked you to send me a DM on Instagram. I'd love to send you and your father a T-shirt just as a tip of the hat, and just hopefully, just a little gesture. I think you guys are fucking awesome. David Weinstein, you guys are the best. Had a question for Bob. He got in touch with Brandy, who got in touch with you for clarification on a question I had. Awesome support, always there for me. David, I appreciate that. You are awesome, and that's what we do. We fucking bust our asses for you guys. So David Weinstein is following the online version of the Dolce Diet at thedolcediet.com. He reached out to customer support with a very technical question, a question that a customer service agent typically wouldn't have. So we escalated it through our hierarchy until it finally fell on my desk. And me as the owner, I don't know if Bill Gates is answering customer service tickets. I know we're not exactly Microsoft here, Dolce. Yeah, I get it. But at the same time, this is what we do. And I don't see a day, I don't foresee a day that I ever don't answer that question. And that's the escalation structure. It gets everything. If we can't give a 100% triple sourced answer to any question, the correct answer, it comes to my desk, and I make damn well sure, come hell or high water, that answer will be had. Now, if it's a technical issue, I need to be aware of it, but I'm not going to tell you what 1 or 0 to type in, because I'm a fucking caveman. Hey, Dolce says, little pun. I'm starting on 3 weeks to shred it on July 1st, wondering if the program changes the calories every week or so automatically in order to enhance your results. Yes. So what happens? You'll see that there's a wave. There's a caloric wave. There's a macronutrient wave. There's even an electrolyte wave. Those of you who understand the system, you understand the science, and pull back, your jaws will drop at the genius that is behind this. Most people go, can I just eat pork and beans instead of avocado? Or they like people come up with these crazy fucking, can I just have a few beers? Can I have chicken wings instead of the 4 ounces of grilled chicken? Like people ask those questions. So, dude, like, nah, no, you can't do that. It's only 21 days. Come on, it's only 3 weeks. But anyway, so if you pull back and if you look at the algorithm of the science behind what we do, whoo, Nelly, that's why we have such great results. That's why ours is the most successful, healthy weight loss program ever created. We've done it all and we've perfected it. Not even, I can't say perfected. It's as close to perfection as any will be, but it's always evolving. So I assume tomorrow it will be better, and Sunday it'll be better, and Monday it'll be better, and so on and so forth. It'll always get better because we'll always have more data to improve. So I hope that helps. Joe Sema, what's the optimal way to schedule a 5-day bro split for a natural? Getting extremely bored with a 3-day a week full body workout. Joe, that's actually a great question. There's two different things that you can do. So once you get through, and there is boredom. Boredom does come through, and I do this myself also. So you're going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, full body multi-joint compound movements, as I've discussed on this very same YouTube channel, how to gain muscle. So watch that video, and if you haven't done that for at least 6 weeks, you shouldn't be doing fucking anything. Get on that for 6 to 20 weeks easily. Every other day, multi-joint compound movements, basics, one movement, one exercise per primary movement. I explain that in the video. Now you can jump to a push-pull. You go Monday and Thursday push, Tuesday and Friday pull, and then you can do some ancillary or GPP work on that Wednesday and or Saturday. You can even go for a hike on Sunday if you want to do a 7-day a week training session. Now you're talking about bro split. So you can do it kind of two ways. You can do lower body and pull on Monday and Thursday, and you can do upper body primarily with an overhead press. Well, we'll get into that later. So essentially upper body without a hinge on Tuesday and Friday. So you're doing your hinge and your squat work. Lower body work you're doing on Monday and Thursday, and you're doing above the waist, essentially upper body work, including back and pulls and hypers and reverses. That's fine also on Tuesday and Friday. Wednesday and Saturday become more of an active rest GPP or ancillary work. If you're a physique competitor, well, maybe that's the time that you throw in a little touch. Like if you go lower body on Monday and Thursday, then on Wednesday, you might, do a little bit of calf work, bring up your calves a little bit and forearms maybe because you're doing some pulls. Maybe you'll do some neck work. Tuesday and Friday, you'll hit your upper body work, including lats and mid back and such, and traps. And then on Saturday, maybe you'll work a little bit on the bis and tris, on kind of the brachialysis, or the rear posterior head of the deltoid, whatever. If you're a physique athlete, so that's just two different systems. And literally, guys, you can take those two systems and you can stack those in 6-week cycles and take maybe like do 6 weeks with a 1 week deload in between, where you just kind of fuck around in the gym or no gym at all, or do a little bit of calisthenics. Maybe you do a week of yoga, but keep the barbell movements in there, keep some goblets in there and keep some hinge work in there, right, over that week while you're kind of deloading. And then the next 6 weeks, go back and hit a 4-day push pull. So you hit a 3-day full body and then a 4-day push pull with a week in between to deload, and you keep jumping back and forth. Fuck, you'll grow for years. You'll grow for years. And this is talking to the natural athlete. But if you're a drug assisted athlete, holy fuck, you'll turn into Godzilla. You'll turn into fucking a Jay Cutler type of crazy physique if you're on the drugs, with that nasty, grainy Branch Warren, Dorian Yates-esque fucking musculature. If you're training like that, you might not be as pretty and as aesthetic as a Flex Wheeler, I just say because he's the Sultan of Symmetry, or Breon Ansley, someone like that. You might not have that type of just shape, but it'll be that raw, massive musculature. And then if you wanted to sculpt it up even further, well, then you're at the advanced stage. And at the advanced stage, there's more modifications that can be made. What else? What's the optimal way? Answer that. I think that was actually. I think that was a really good answer there for you guys. I think if you guys adopt it, because I've seen it, man. I've seen it for years and years. You don't know how many 16, 18, 24 year olds we've turned into fucking beasts. Beasts that can put on a fucking business suit and look like the fucking man. And then when that shirt gets unbuttoned or comes off, fuck, they look like a fucking fighter. They look like a fucking savage. They look like they're a fucking Spartan, even when they're pushing fucking pencils and papers around all day. And they're not a fighter, don't have to be a fighter. But you have the physical ability, the athletic ability, the strength, and typically the well, I can't say opposite sex anymore, but those who would naturally be inclined to boink you, ooh, look out. The consensual boinking opportunities really kick up. Um, Sunglasses Friday in full effect. Boom. That's what we're talking about. It's douchebag Friday. We wear these sunglasses on Fridays now, maybe. Well, this Friday to be a douchebag. Um, it's too bad McGregor works with him. It is what it is. Yeah, I also know the truth about that. Um, DC versus Stipe, who you got? I don't know. I don't pick fights. Love both those guys. They're both studs. That's going to be a good fight. I mean, the money would have to lean towards Stipe. I would have to assume because he's just such a fucking big heavyweight. But at the same time, DC is undefeated, albeit outside of John Jones. DC destroyed Mir. I mean, destroyed fucking heavyweights, legit heavyweights. So, I mean, I think DC's even better. DC's undefeated at heavyweight. So, man, this is a great. That's why I say I don't know. I don't know. Hey, Mike, is it easy to transition from 3 weeks to shredded to the 12-week program? Loving it so far, but ending soon. Chris, absolutely. It's such an easy transition because we built the structure for you. We have a rhythm, we have a style. 3 weeks to shredded and living lean, the 12-week bundle, as we call it, we're built to transition you in and out of each program. You could literally go 3 weeks to shredded, living lean, 3 weeks to shredded, living lean, 3 weeks to shredded, living lean, and just keep living your year like that. And holy fuck, you'll look awesome and you'll feel great and you'll have eventual exposure to over 200 different recipes if you so choose. You can stick to the basic, 20 to 40 or so, mainstay recipes, but we have another 200 recipes on top of that you can like sub in or out and have some fun with. So the transition is very, very easy. Aaron says George is a chef. Yeah, I agree with that. And there's nothing wrong with that. So I'm not hating. They look like shit. Good food. I'd be concerned because I got OCD. I'm a hygiene fucking freak. I'd be a little concerned from a hygienic perspective about making fucking the food in bathrooms and hotel rooms. That's a little gross. Like where you shit, there's some food sitting around and hot plates and doing dishes. That's a no-no for us, for me. Even when we did it, I would rent a clean room, as I called it. I have my own room. I stay by myself, and I would rent a clean room for all the food, all the prep. So it was fucking clean as shit. And then since time has gone on, we don't do that anymore. Now, what we do, what the Dolce Diet does, why we are the best and work with the world's greatest athletes, is because when we work now, we have all of their meals created and catered professionally and picked up and delivered to the hotel. So it's made in legitimate, real kitchens. I find the best. I have the best chefs, the best food, the best sourcing because I have the network. I have the relation. No matter where I go, it's very easy to find the best restaurant in town and buy out the kitchen and have them do all the prep for us. So I don't have to get my hands in fucking chicken breast and all that other shit. And yeah, it costs. Yeah, it costs more money. Of course, it costs more money. But it's about fucking winning, right? It's about winning. That's what it's about. It's about investment. It's about ROI. ROI, baby. People don't understand what ROI is. People don't understand what ROI is. So it's easy. Time, athlete, Mirsad Bektik in Chicago. And I saw, I saw a lot of these food prep dudes fucking running around so stressed out, so stressed out. And we were so chill. Bags of the best food. I would fucking walk into the kitchen. I'd see what the prep is. I was in great contact with the whole team. I hand selected everything myself. I told exactly how it needs to be made. And sure, it costs a couple extra dollars, but worth it. And look at Mirsad. Mirsad made weight easily and fucking beat Ricardo Lamas, the number 5 guy in the world. Mirsad wasn't even ranked because he's still a young kid. Jumped into the top 5 and beat the number 5 guy in the world. And a big part of that was because of the control of fight week with myself, Coach Faraz Sahabi. So Coach Faraz Sahabi is there, is Mursad's head MMA coach. I'm there handling all the nutrition, the peaking, the rehydration, the weight cutting. Peachy Ballet is there, Mursad's physical therapist, making sure his body's just working like a top. We have Heather Linden from the UFC there working massages. Chucky, a big Chuck, and this is just giving Mursad and his team some credit. Big Chuck there, who's one of Mursad's closest confidants, old school Philly Chuck, with his great insight of the fight game and his warm, comfortable personality, just keeping everything locked in. We're locked in, man. There's no fucking room for error. There's no running around. I mean, there's no fucking, boiling potato and frying fish next to the fucking toilet where four dudes are dropping deuces. I got to tell you that everything is made off site, properly, professionally, and that's something that's important also. And that just gives a little differentiating of what we do. And I don't quite know how I got there, but I don't think I've actually ever talked about that. I should do a full. Mursad's coming to Vegas. Mursad's going to come out and he's going to stay with us at Casa de Dolce. We're going to get him in here. We're going to get some training going on. We're going to get him on the podcast. So we'll talk more about fight week and how his food was, the difference between how we do food prep, albeit it's more expensive. I get it. It's more expensive for sure. But we're living like fucking world champions right now. I think we prepared like world champions. The world, champion that unfortunately they were preparing obviously didn't prepare like a world champion. And that's just data. That's not opinion. That's not an opinion. I'm not being a dick here, although I do have my douchebag glasses on today. Not being a dick. It's just the truth. It's not an opinion. What's wrong with grilled non-breaded chicken wings? You're funny. Mike, can you tell me a little about what all is included at the 12-week online program? I'll try and do it briefly because I don't want to oversell. Twisted Mickey, you're getting blocked, man. You cannot use such language. You can make fun of me. I don't care, guys and girls. I don't care if you guys make fun of me and talk stuff, and you're getting the hate speech flags, homie. Sorry, man. You can't say such stuff on here. We don't allow it. I don't care. Call me, say whatever you want about me. That's fine. I don't care about that. Make fun of me, do whatever. Trying to just, there we go. But come on, just your language. Be be a dickhead, but be a dickhead with proper language, right? I mean, come on. What do you think of BioS 3 training? Jerry Ward. I like Jerry Ward, man. Jerry Ward is a good dude. I don't know why he's getting shit on. I know why he's getting shit on, because YouTube beef. YouTube beef sells fucking copy, gets clicks, right? YouTube beef. A lot of people use YouTube to gain subscribers just by talking shit. And I get it. I'm not mad at it because I consume it. What did he say? What did he say? Oh, he said that. No, he's wrong. He's right. Whatever. Jerry Ward's a good dude. I've actually had Jerry on my podcast 2 times. And why I say Jerry Ward is a good dude, this is my history with Jerry Ward. Jerry Ward, BioS 3, Raw TV. I watched his channel as all the other channels, in the earlier days when I wasn't really on YouTube at all. But I'm a fitness dude and I fit the demographic of somebody who would actually watch that shit. And I do. And tons of others. I'm going to do a whole video on YouTube channels I like. Jerry's on there. And then Jerry Ward does a video on Ronda Rousey. And what he said about Ronda Rousey, and I forget exactly, but it was really more about the disparity between what Ronda was making and what Amanda Nunes was making for their fight 2 or so years ago. And he made a video, and it was wrong. There was wrong information in there. So I was like, well, fuck, this is wrong. Can't bash my teammate, my girl, respectfully. Can't bash Ronda, the fucking champ, who's awesome, fucking cool as shit, straightforward, like honest, loyal, all the good stuff. Can't bash her. And I just went back and I created a video in a response to Jerry. But what I did is I sent him an email. I said, hey, Jerry, my name is Mike. I do work with Ronda Rousey. I saw your video. There were some inconsistencies there. I'm posting a rebuttal to you. Like, here's the link. Like, I'm with respect. I'm not like, oh, this fucking dickhead. It's just like, hey, man, he said this. You're wrong, bro. You're wrong because X, Y, and Z. So what happened? Jerry he read the video and he's like, hey, man, thank you so much for letting me know. I watched the video. Like, you're absolutely right. I wasn't aware of that because I gave behind the scenes insight really about UFC contracts. And what the question was, Ronda was making X amount of dollars, like $3 million or something for that fight. Amanda Nunes was like on paper only making like $30,000, but that's not true. She was making $30,000, let's say that was the number, but in an additional guaranteed 250, if not 500, just to show up. And if she won, she probably would have got a check for a cool $1 million, because that's the way it goes. I know many athletes who have fought and won and fought and lost for UFC titles. If you win the UFC title, odds are, unless you're a dickhead, or they're being dickheads, you are getting a check for 7 figures no matter what your show and win money says. That's the check that shows up. Said, of course, Ronda is one of the leading pay-per-view sellers of all time. I don't know if she's ever had a pay-per-view in her title run that wasn't over 600, 700 or so thousand. Um, so she deserves the big money. I said, but if Amanda beats Ronda, then it's her turn to start making those big numbers. And I believe Amanda is now. So that was the context of my video. And from there, it was cool. Cool communication. Then Jerry was out here in Las Vegas. I had him on in the podcast. We talk about his life, his background. I found him to be very open, very, very generous, very candid. And he's a good guy. So yeah, that's my thoughts about Jerry Ward. He's a good dude. And I don't agree on a lot of like his nutrition take or my nutrition take and his kind of there's a disparity, like the whole supplement thing. Like I have my own, I'm like the almost no supplement guy, basically no supplement guy. And Jerry's got his supplement company. I'm not bashing it. That's his belief system. That's the market he's pushing towards. That's not the one I am. But he's a good dude, man. That's all. Paul Thompson, I inboxed you about Dr. Wellness. Okay, right on. Quick question. I love eating tilapia. Is the tilapia at the store as awful as everyone says? Yeah, it's disgusting. I would never eat it. Blah, make me throw up. Thoughts on P90X? It's good. Yeah, P90X is a good trading program to get people moving. Steven Salmons, what's wrong with grilled non-breaded chicken wings? You're funny. Luke Campbell, Mike, can you tell me a little bit about? I think I did that, the 12-week program. Did I not do that? Did I just zone out? I think I did. I don't want to like keep over talking about it, overselling. So the 12-week program at thedolcediet.com, briefly, there's a 4-week, 3 weeks of shredded program or the 12-week, 3 weeks of shredded plus living lean bundle. Every meal, every ingredient, every recipe is tailored specifically for you, plus a complete workout section, every exercise with sets and reps detailed for you and video tutorials that you can have on your phone, on your tablet, on your laptop. Everything is there for you. We have leaderboards to see where you rank amongst everybody in the world, or you can segment it by age, by gender, by location, by all that fun stuff. We have predicted avatars that show you what you look like the first day you sign up, and every time you update your results, your avatar changes down to the millimeter as taken from the world of fashion and the technology that they use. So you can see like, holy cow, you can see the difference between your two physiques. I really enjoy that. People love it. Plus the full layout. We have 200 additional recipes in our resources section, over 200 extra exercises in our exercise and training section. We have a diary. So you have your diary on your phone. Every workout you put in there, it stores it. It tells you what your personal best was. You can research everything. It's all there. It's all there. Wow, lots and lots of questions. I'm going to try. Is Mursad Bektik the last wave of your new generation of MMA fighters that you're going to take under your wing? No, we'll never put an end to it, but the athletes that we work with are only the best. Only the best, only the top, only the top of the food chain from a moral perspective. Athletically, I don't care. Mursad just happens to be one of the fucking greatest athletes on the planet. His morals and ethics and personality are equal to that. That's who we're looking for. But like I said, there's the ROI is so low, and working with athletes, fuck, you're talking about me traveling 3, 4, 5, 8 weeks, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, working with these athletes for what turns out to be pennies at the end of the day. I'm running a multinational corporation here. Truly. I have to stop to do what? To go make $1,000, $1,500, $3,000, $5,000 even? Come on, what are you making 2 months? Are you working 24 hours a day, 7 days a week on different continents for a good part of that time? If you really break it down and think about it, the ROI is very, very, very low. That's why we have more of a mass consumer model, which is extremely successful, which is why people like you, everyday people, real people, can have access to almost the exact same programs, definitely the same IP, the same science, the same procedure. You just don't have me handing you the plate. If you want me to hand you the plate, well, fuck, we can work out a deal. But you better be starring in the next fucking Marvel film because it's probably not going to be worth your while. Seth, let's face it, Dolce, you're the best there is. Basically, you wake up in the morning and piss excellence. Nobody can hang with your stuff. Just a big, hairy American winning machine. Seth, that's the truth. That you pretty much described my day right there. Thank you, sir. Matt Wilmot, I have found that if I add salt to a meal, I feel a lot better than just eating a healthy meal. Just wondered, why is that? Well, sodium is one of the most essential nutrients for human existence. Right? Sodium is necessary for nearly all muscular contraction and nearly most chemical interactions. Now, my background isn't in biochem. Team members of mine are, but salt itself is an integral. Sodium is an integral molecule for the existence of the human organism. in many ways. And this conversation could go in 1,000 different directions, but we're just going to keep it right here on planet Earth and just talk general feeling and wellness and performance and general health. You must consume salt. You must consume sodium. Now, you don't have to take in 12,000 milligrams, 12 grams per day, but you probably need more than 1,200 milligrams. I find I feel my best about 5 grams, 5,000 milligrams per day with my lifestyle. Now, you need to work with a doctor and determine what's best for you. You have to make sure you don't have sensitivities. There's no contradiction. So I'm not telling you to take in more or less salt. I'm telling you, you need to talk to your doctor about what is the appropriate intake of salt or sodium for you. Pedro, can I learn long-term diet through 3 weeks? The 3 weeks to shredded program. Absolutely. What we do in 3 weeks to shredded at thedolcediet.com, if you follow the program, we basically Trojan horse you to teach you to eat for the rest of your life. And we expose you to over 200 additional recipes. You can start plugging and playing right into your skinny sumo stir fry or your shredded sal or your breakfast bowl or whatever that meal is. You see, after going through the 3 weeks, because there's 4 weeks, there's a bonus week, going through the 4 weeks of the calorie waves, of the changes of the meal types, the different placement of the ingredients, you start to see like, holy fuck, I feel awesome. I look awesome. I've never lost that much weight in this amount of time. And all my lifts are going up. I'm performing better. Holy fuck, I'm having so much consensual sex. I can barely stand up. Life is good. We teach you how to just take that basic template and with a little mindfulness and a little intentionality and being intentional, we teach you how to live your best life. And you can continue on through the 12-week program, the Living Lean Bundle, and continue where we curate your menu updates. Or you can just stay within the retention plan for $9 a month and just have full access to our entire database and keep reliving it for yourself. That being said, it gives you everything you need while teaching you, so you don't need us. That's the important thing. You don't need to be following. Nobody wants to follow a diet. We say it's a lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. The Dolce diet. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle. That's what this is about. 5% is not bad for an MMA fighter. 5% is easy, man. They're paying their managers 20%. 20%. 20%. There's some great managers out there, but even the best of managers out there don't deserve 20% when the coaching staff all combined aren't splitting 10%. Think about that. That's real. I don't know of a single mixed martial arts athlete that pays in excess of 10% total purse to their entire coaching staff spread. I don't know of one, but I know the vast majority of mixed martial arts athletes at the professional level pay their managers in excess, no lower than 10%, most closer to 20%. And it's usually like, 20% for management and 10% for, PR and agency or vice versa, depending on the skill set of the manager. What's your lifting split per week? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I'm still in the full body zone. Hey, Mike, what are your thoughts on Tabata for weekly cardio? I think that's excellent, but it's not list. Hawk. Hey, Mike, day 5 of eating clean, 4 pounds down. Holidays in 60 days. I'm going to be the best me. So Hawk is following the online program at thedolcediet.com. In 5 days, he's down 4 pounds, very close to our hoped average, our goal of losing 21 pounds in 21 days or 1 pound per day. Results certainly may vary, but Hawk is down 4 pounds in 5 days. That's a pretty good fucking way to kick off. And that is at thedolcediet.com. You can go there right now. Start anytime. Get it now. Start on Monday. Do your grocery shopping tomorrow and Sunday. Be ready to go. Have your last little hurrah. Do what you're going to do and then kick it in on Monday. Hawk 3D, email me and I'll 3D print your logo, brother. Hawk, can you shoot me a DM? I'm so sorry, man. Or just shoot us an email to support@thedolcediet.com. I have been remiss in my communications lately because we've been under a few fucking deadlines, awesome deadlines, big deadlines. I'm crushing it. So send me an email, man. I appreciate it. Clinton, I think Dennis out there. Dennis, all coin. Dennis, I got to follow you too, my man. Thank you. Clinton, Mike, you're the man. Been listening for a few months. Used to fight amateur at 45. Broke my foot. Got 100 pounds overweight. Been following your advice along with some people Rogan has and lost 12 pounds. Clinton, you are the man. I'm proud of you, my friend. Rounder, you're great. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks, Rounder. You too. Clinton, in 5 days. Hell yeah. Adam, what weight is too heavy to run? I'm 300 pounds and hammering that down. But one of my favorite things to do is go for a 2 to 3 mile run. Don't have any problems. I would say you have to talk to your doctor and get cleared by a doctor first. That's the most important thing. This is not medical advice. I prefer to walk I prefer walking and building up the tolerance specifically on just the jarring motion of your soft tissue, of the bottom of your feet, your joints, your ligaments, your knees, your hips. That would be my suggestion. Activity is awesome though. I love that you're exercising and you're motivated, but just run it past your doctor real quick and get a solid recommendation. Don't be scared to get a second opinion too. Hey Dolce, what was your secret to getting Kelvin Gastelum to make weight? It's the Dolce diet, man. It's our system, it's our IP, it's our intellectual property. See, everybody thinks they know what to do, but they can't prove it. We're the only team that's proven it. We're the only team with a 100% success ratio over 20 years while working with the world's most elite athletes. Not only that, our team worked with the most troubled of the athletes, not the easy ones, not the Conor McGregors, not the easy ones. The most troubled are the ones that came to us, and we have a 100% success ratio getting them on weight on time. That's the beauty of it. Um, Aaron, you're funny. Pink, how exciting. Pedro, thanks, Dolce. You're the man. Of course. Ali, I'm doing the lean and I'm down. I'm doing a lean down and I'm being told to up my protein. Is it right to up your protein when losing weight? If so, how would I work it out? Really depends. Anywhere between zero point 0.8 and 1.2 grams of protein per pound of relatively lean body weight is typically normal and effective, but everyone's a little different. So I don't know what you're taking in or what your body comp is and really what your physiology is. So right around a 1 gram or so per day. We usually start low, so it gives us the ability to scale up. Breakfast bowl question. I don't eat any nuts due to a bit of an allergy. Do you have a replacement for the peanut almond butter in the breakfast bowl? Just pull it. Can you take in seeds? Sunflower seeds, sunflower butter is actually pretty good in the breakfast bowl. But if you have an allergy, a nut allergy, don't take any. Don't just stay away from it all. Just bag it. No worries. You're fine. David, I have trouble with pull-ups. Can I substitute inverted TRX rows? You can, but I want you to be awesome at pull-ups. So at the end of every workout, go and hang from the chin-up bar for 1 full minute. Dead hang for 1 full minute. Start it. I did a video on how to do a chin-up on YouTube. Check it out. Check it out. Steep Air DC, I answered that in the beginning. Who knows? I never pick fights. Will do Mike for sure. Right on. I'm Hawk. Just anyone that's wondering how good Mike is, I would highly recommend a Skype call with him. Mike is so knowledgeable. Invest in you, and he's the man. Believe me. Ben, I appreciate that, my brother. Thank you so much. So Ben did actually come through our one-on-one consultation, and I did have a chance to speak with Ben on that 30-minute consult, and it was fucking awesome, bro. So I'm glad to hear you're crushing it. Pedro, I had shoulder surgery 3 months ago. The weight is piling up. I'm about 30 pounds overweight. I tried keto, but my energy levels are low and bad sleep. Which program or exercises would you recommend? I would recommend you go to thedolcediet.com, start our 12-week program right now. Start with living lean and finish with 3 weeks to shredded. That would be probably the ideal way to go. Take your time in transition. Let's normalize your eating pattern. Let's reintroduce you to eating real foods, but eating the right amounts at the right time, spaced evenly throughout the day. Let's get your body working again, working properly. Let's just normalize eating again for you. That's what I would strongly recommend. Talk to your doctor, of course, before starting any diet or exercise program. Adam, thanks. I'm down 30 pounds since I started, and you kept me fired. Keep it up. Fired up. Keep it up. So Adam is down 30 pounds following the Dolce Diet online program. 30 pounds down, right, guys and girls? Come on now, 30 pounds down. It works. It works. It works. It works. It works. If you want to get down, just go to the dolcediet.com. It's like, if I'm like, stop talking about it, but you guys are talking about it, and there's so many people in the world that need help. They don't know what to do. They don't know what to eat. So if you don't know what to eat, if you don't know how to train, if you don't know how to cook, if you don't know what to buy, if you don't know what structure or how big the size should be or what should be on your plate or carbs or no carbs, just go to the dolcediet.com. Start the 12-week program, and then you don't have to do it anymore. Just go through it. It will teach you, and you'll be like, oh, fuck, it's that. That's all. That's easy. I love those recipes. Pick 3 breakfasts, pick 3 lunches, pick 3 dinners once the program's done, and just rinse and repeat. Watch how fucking awesome life is. What do you think of the Bulgarian style of training? There's a lot of benefit to it. So it's good for getting strength. I like it. I like it. It's good because it's abbreviated for time. You're hitting a little bit of everything. I like it. I don't like it year round. I know Blaha's doing it right now, so it's interesting to see what his results will be. It seems like he's having good results. Again, it doesn't stimulate the different muscle fiber types. It doesn't stimulate the full array of energy system recruitment, which is something we focus on here as we want to train like athletes. So you would have to have ancillary training sessions built into a Bulgarian style, unless you just want to increase those numbers on your primary lifts. Ernest, for Dolce diet, you have to work out, right? Nope. The Dolce diet is a lifestyle plan. You eventually should start exercising for general health and wellness, but nutrition is everything. Nutrition is everything. I don't want anybody exercising until they're eating properly. And most people, they flip it. They're like, oh, I'll go for a walk. I'll go to the gym. I'll walk on the treadmill. And then I'll eat fucking tacos and queso and fucking 4 beers and chocolate cake or cheesecake. And I'll call it a day. That's the wrong way to do it. Is organic wholemeal bread okay to eat? We go for sprouted grain bread. Vic, hello, coach. I was wondering what you think of the Mike O'Hearn. Thanks from Italy. Mike O'Hearn, man, he's famous. He's fucking doing his thing. He's one of the most iconic fitness personalities in the game. The whole is he natty or not natty? You know, I have my own opinions on it, but I don't really think it matters. Um, just when you look at Mike O'Hearn, just be like, well, that fucking dude is genetically blessed, but he also works really hard. I don't know, Mike. So that's my only opinion on it. Why do you think Khabib has weight issues? Relying on false information, false data, being supplied false data. That's what happened, and that's what Khabib have said. David, views on butter and coconut oil in coffee. Yeah, I got no problem with it. I go through phases. I'll do it if I want like a latte. I'll throw a little coconut oil in there, but I haven't been doing. I've been doing the black espressos lately. Views on butter. I answer that. All right, guys and girls, it is time. We are done. Thank you all for being here. Go back and watch the very beginning if you're just joining late and understand what I'm talking about when I say did I stutter? Did I stutter? Did I stutter? Watch the first 5-10 minutes or so, get motivated, and then hopefully I crush all the questions towards the end. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have an amazing weekend. I'm going to keep dropping these. So click on subscribe to this channel, click on notifications, make sure you're following it. Watch me or not, but when we go live, I answer everybody's question. I have to pull it now. I answer everybody's question for like an hour, so I can answer your question if you want to jump in, and then hopefully continue building this relationship, creating this community, because this is who we are and what we do. We look after each other, we support each other, we call each other and each other's bullshit. And I just try and give you guys as much information as I have, actionable information that you can then test and research. Prove me wrong. Everything I say, take everything I say with a grain of salt, please, and do your own research, guys and girls. I'm just telling you the most honest, effective information that I have as I'm speaking from all the evidence that we have collected, my team and I have collected, and all the experience that might piss some people off, but that's what we do. Tomorrow will be a nice one. So don't worry. I appreciate you guys all. And until next time, boom.